Hey guys, and welcome to another SonicFruitGFX tutorial. Today we'll be having a basic beginner's guide tutorial for the fundamental things of GIMP. So if you are new to GIMP, please watch this. Alright, so let's start. Let's go to File, New, leave the default settings of 640 by 400, and then click OK. Alright, so right now this white box is your background layer. Layers we'll get into later, but we'll just start with brushes. Alright, so once you get into GIMP, you'll see this toolbox dialog. If you have 2.8, there might be a font menu along with it. Anything below, I'm not sure if they have it, but you will definitely have this toolbox right here. So if you look through these icons, you'll see this brushes icon. You want to double click on that to open up this menu. Once you see this, you will recognize that there's this brush image right here. Now I've been playing around with GIMP and I have a few brushes open, but you will see quite a few brushes right here, and these will come automatically with GIMP once you download them. So once you select a brush, you will see that this has little pixels around it. That indicates that the brush is selected. Now, if you want to add a brush to a layer, you want to go to New Layer, Transparency, and then OK. This will be the layer for your brushes. Now, I want my brush to be a little bit bigger, so I'm going to scale it up by holding and dragging this brush size. Now you can see it's gotten quite a bit bigger. Now we're going to click left click, and you'll see that the brush has appeared. Now what we could do with this brush right now is we can, adjust the opacity by sliding down this little menu. You will see that it gets brighter and darker as I slide it across. This just means that the opacity of the brush is getting lower and higher. Now we're going to get rid of this, and we're going to double click on the brushes again, and there'll also be this little dialog thingy that says angles, and that basically means that it's rotating. I'll get you a brush that you could definitely see this pepper thing. If I slide the angle up to, let's say, 180, you'll see that it'll be completely turned upside down. Now if I want to turn the angle to 0, negative 180, I'm sorry, let's say about close to 0, you'll see that it's the exact opposite. That's basic for the angles thing. Everything else is a little bit more complex and not really necessary for beginners, so we'll just close out of that. Next thing I want to touch on are the fonts. You'll see that there's this little icon that has an A on it. You want to double click that, and it'll open up this dialog as well. Now to apply a font in 2.8, you want to hold and drag till you see this little rectangle open, and then just type in your text. I'm sorry. I will type Sonic. Now I don't want this to be too small, so I'm going to highlight it and then scale it up with this button right here, and it gets bigger. Now I'm going to move it with this move tool and center it. Now you can see that there is a text Sonic. That's pretty much all that I want to touch on for fonts, because everything else is kind of, how would I put this, advanced. Oh, I forgot. If you want to change your font, just highlight it again, double click, and then double click on this font picture. Yeah, okay, font picture. And then you will see a menu of a whole bunch of little fonts. If I want to change it, all I have to do is click. There you go. Also, if you want to change the color, highlight, and then go to this colors dialog. Alright, it'll open up this, text color menu, and then you could slide through the hue a little bit. I'll just make mine purple. Purple's a cool color. And there you have it. That is how you apply text, change color, and change the size. Alright, last thing I want to look at is the colors. Let's say I don't want this color perhaps, and then we're just going to go up to colors, hue saturation, and then you will see this little slide thing right here that says hue. You could hold and then just scroll through the hue and it will change the color automatically. Let's see, I like this color, it's pretty cool. And then we could go to lightness, change how dark or how light. Let's scroll down here, that's pretty cool. And then saturation is a little bit tricky. It basically is how much, how bright and vibrant or how dull you want it. So you could go all the way gray or pretty vibrant. I'll just leave it about here. Alrighty. And if you have a gray, like a gray, black, or white image and you want to change it, the color, so let's go here. You can go to colorize and it'll automatically add color. Without colorize, you go to hue saturation, it won't add anything, like it doesn't recognize that that's gray. So colorize is really handy when you're trying to apply color to dull things. And the colors in this will still be a little bit dull, but you could go back to hue saturation and edit that a little bit too. Lightness, saturation, all the basic stuff. Well, alright, that has it for our tutorial today. Thanks for watching and please subscribe.